All right, here we go. The DigiByte Comm Talk. I'm your host, Script Skynet, and we're here with Jan or Jan.
Yeah, it's the same for me. It's in Dutch it's Jan.
Okay, Jan.
Yeah,
American,
it's in French. It's Jean is the same. So
Jean, Yan, Jan, Jan.
Jan.
Americans call you Jan.
Jan.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Jan. Okay, so we're here to explain a few things, but before that, I just want you to introduce yourself as you have in the past. But this is the DigiByte Comm Talk. This is your first time on. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We're running out of time. We have very few time. And then tell us how you got into crypto.
Well, as you might know or not know, I'm the co-founder of AntumID. And I was involved in the crypto space. I think it was in 2017, I think 2016, maybe. There was a time that when I first bought my little Bitcoin, it was. I think for the most people, it starts with Bitcoin, I think, at that time. Now, we were busy with creating a platform for securing online identities and protecting your privacy. And then we came across DigiByte, and then I was involved in the community, and I loved it from the first minute. It was love at first sight. So
okay,
it's one of those communities. I have no words for it. It's like a big family for me. And you know what family does? They do everything for each other, and that makes this community so important for me, for my family, for everybody who is involved into it. So I wear it in my heart. So
I truly have a real heart for DigiByte. It literally hit home with me in the last just live stream with me when someone asked me about, how did you hear about DigiByte? I really got emotional, and it wasn't emotional about price. It was emotional about how I learned about DigiByte, and it really did hit home. The initiative that was set and built the foundation of what security really truly meant, and it was just a realization of that hit my heart. And I'm glad that you see the same path and the same becomings of what security truly is, and that's what you're all about. And I know you tweeted this, but I gotta mention it. So the last time we had a video together and everybody was watching, and lo and behold, we mentioned the partnership with Azure, Open AntumID Connect, which is built on Microsoft ID, where people can build their own identity and allow access to other businesses to how they want to form their identity and allow the access or build their business model with their identity. And I truly believe it's the people that, are in control of their own lives, and identity is a big part of that, especially with business. It comes together with where you don't have to worry about your passwords, but you're validated. And did Microsoft really understand how big AntumID really is and how much you're building with them? Do they really grasp how much you're building or what they're about to see?
Now, what they understand what it is, of course, that's not the issue. But we are working together in the DIF project, the Decentralized Identity Foundation, and that's where the standards are laying. That's where the standards are being. It's like a think tank, but it's together with who's involved, Hyperledger, whatever. A lot of companies are creating a standard that they, that's needed, and that's what Microsoft will implement into their own wallet. But does it mean that it's working like the same way like we are trying to do with DigiID, AntumID? No, it's not the same. And actually, it sounds weird, but actually, it's good that it's not the same. We will implement this standard, of course. We will, so that people can choose if they use the AntumID authenticator or they use the Microsoft authenticator. It's the same because that's a standard.
But they do promote AntumID logins and passwords protection.
No, they don't promote anything. No, that's.
But I did see something that Microsoft did that they mentioned about no longer needing to know your password, and that's exactly what AntumID is.
Yeah, I know, but that's what they are trying to do. Is actually they offer a solution to remove passwords.
Right.
That's their goal. Also, they have the same goal, but they have a history. And that history is that passwords are involved. So they are now doing a lot of things behind the scenes to remove that. But initially, you need that password. And that's going to change, of course, but they need to go through a whole steps. I think it will be a few years when they really finished about this.
Nevertheless, you're right there.
Yeah, we are there. But now we created something with the OpenID Connect, and now we are rebranding some stuff, and that's why OpenAntumID.com is not accessible at the time. But it's not a problem; it's not gone. But yeah, we are working together with other partners also. So we are now touching and feeling what we can do. It's not as simple as you might think, of course, but the connections are there. So we talk with Microsoft, and we will see what happens in the future also. But we have our own pad, and that's a DigiByte pad, like I always told.
Right.
And that's our how do you call it? I don't know in English words, but it's like it's something that it's our grassroots. It's not created by a company itself. It's created by people, and it will be for the people. That's my point of view. So yeah, that we are working on, and I hope this will go through.
Yeah, let's not be deceived here. We do have quite a bit of people using AntumID passwordless logins through the plugin. So I'm congratulating you. I congratulate you, and it will grow.
But it takes some time, and of course there are some little points that can be. Then it needs to be we need to make it better.
Hurdles, we got it.
It's true, but because people want the same feeling that they have with LastPass, for instance. Right. That it's very easy to use on a smartphone, but the reason why that is that it can be implemented into the iOS, for instance.
Yeah.
But the AntumID cannot be directly into the iOS system. And that's a little bit the problem, but we have some ideas to fix this. But we need some time, we need some money. That's why we always said you can support us by using or buying a license, so that we have a little bit more money, so that we can hire more developers. That we can.
Did you hear that, guys?
Yeah,
we need more money.
Yeah, of course. But that's true.
So is there any place we can donate? Because I think donating is a good thing, and I think donating from the community supports the initiative that you're involved with. Microsoft Azure Open AntumID Connect. This is a very grassroots movement from the start, from your own initiative, from your own heart. I think that I will donate to this initiative. If there is no donation address, we will find a way. And truthfully, I think there is a number that you've gotten over 2,000 people just relatively the last 2 months using the product.
Yeah. No, not 2,000. 2,000 accounts.
Well, 2,000 accounts. I'm sorry.
2,000. Yeah, there are a lot. 2,800 accounts. They are now protected by my DigiPassword. That's what you.
There
but
it is.
I think how many users I don't know exactly, but yeah.
So are accounts different than users?
Accounts?
Users
No,
have several accounts.
The counter we have the counter. The counting has been like for each website you use, that's an account. That's protecting when you have a Facebook account.
Well, that's okay. Over 2,000. Like we're talking about over 2,000. So it could be in the mid range of 3,000, between 2,000.
Yeah, I think it's 2,800 at the moment. So
almost 3,000 accounts.
So I think it's between 200 and 300 users at the moment. I think it's something like this.
Yeah, if you do the math, it's over 200 users. So because there's a lot of accounts.
But it's good. It's good for the start, of course. But yeah, it's not enough to grow faster, of course. But we don't give up. We never give up.
We will get there. We will get there because I want you to give me a donation address, and if you feel weird or awkward about it, and get it through the DigiByte awareness team, we will do that for you. It will be a separate address. We need to make this initiative happen because it is amazing. Not to mention that we have a brand name like Microsoft involved. We really need to step it up a notch in the community and get that awareness out and understand how important it truly is. Yeah. Not to mention that you're in a niche that no one else is in. Now, that because you are so diligent in making things happen, and that's why we're here. My thumbnail here, it says Solar Bridge, auto mining with only solar energy.
Yep.
More info soon. What is that? What is that?
It's this.
Is that?
It's a little device.
Okay.
So no, I was we were thinking. I think it's 1 year ago that it came up into our minds that we need to do something also about the mining, because a lot of people want to mine, but the problem is, unlike in Belgium or in Europe, the energy prices are really it's not cheap here. So I don't know in the United States. I don't know how much it is, but there is something happening in certainly in Belgium that's since January 1st. Normally, when you have a solar installation at your home, in Belgium we have those meters, those electricity meters, and when you had solar panels, it goes back. So it normally at the end of the year you pay extra or less when your meter is going up like crazy, for instance. But it doesn't rewind, so that stopped. So that's not good. Now you will be paid for each kilowatt. For each kilowatt you produce to the net, to the grid.
Okay.
And for 1 kilowatt you have 0.04 euro cent. So that's really nothing. That's really and that's why this idea came from. That's how can we create something that will convert kilowatts into something,
converting the power.
Converting the power into something that yields up more.
Reusable.
And reusable. And that's more than 0.04 euro cent. That's why we created this with this little device. It's connected to your digital meter, and it reads your digital meter, and it will see when there is surplus, when there is more energy that you're producing and you're giving it to the grid. When that happens, then the miners come in. Then it will automatically start your mining PC or mining software that you want to use, so that it only uses solar power to mine. That's the idea.
That's the solution.
That's the solution, and
that's the solution to everyone that wants to save the planet. That's the solution to all the tweets that Elon has been tweeting. That is the solution that is dear to our hearts. We all want to save the planet. Yeah. We all know the concerns of massive energy consumption of coal and oil and all these harmful things that we put emissions in the air. You're saying that you have found a solution to
it's actually a simple solution, but there is no company that delivers a little device that you can plug in and it will start or stop your mining PC or rig. And that's the whole thing. So that it only works when there is solar power. And that means also when we promote this, and we have some partners.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. I know you can't reveal the partner.
But it's one of the biggest.
I know you can't reveal the partner.
Nope.
And I know people are probably dying to hear partnership because everybody wants to know partnership. Because people are more concerned about price than actual use cases. Yeah. But here in the DigiByte community, if we can start grounded with the actual use cases and actual problem solving within the world, I think price will come later. But sometimes price can come immediately if we accidentally, bring forth a partnership when we're not supposed to. So we're not. Yeah. I'm not asking you about your partnerships. We already know that you have a partnership through Open AntumID Connect through Microsoft Azure, and that's no mystery. And that alone should definitely affect price. But since we're not talking about price, we're talking about energy. So that the reason why I mentioned that is because now you have validation within the community. Not that, I've always believed in you. I've always believed in DigiByte. I've always believed in the people that literally think forward thinking, and this is forward thinking. And I don't care what the price is going to do. I think forward thinking is more important than price.
Yeah, and that's one of my tweets. I think yesterday or the day before. I have most respect for all the cryptocurrencies and the crypto blockchains in the world, but like Dogecoin, they only talk about price. I don't want to harm anybody, but actually in the DigiByte community, we talk also about price, but it's not the head topic. It's not the head topic.
Not the number one.
No, and that's the big difference. That's the big difference, and that was something, that makes DigiByte community so unique.
And those who do talk about price all the time for DigiByte and they're upset, they really don't focus on the hands-on, the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears. So there is a divide, but not much. You do have to convey what's really going on behind the scenes.
But we need to talk about price also, of course. It's not a problem. I don't have a problem, but it's not the main focus. No, it's not.
It's not the main focus. Price shouldn't be the main focus, guys. Even though
it will come. Good things will become big.
I do talk about TA. I do talk about some TA, and it's just about momentum, down, up, sideways. But I'm never talking about price. But you've proven yourself to be the real McCoy with the community, and I want everybody to understand this. That his, talk about Microsoft Open AntumID Connect, Azure with Microsoft is not fake. It's not something that was to be put out there for everybody to believe in nonsense. This is real use case. And even though the use case is valid, and even though the use case has a real person, we didn't put out false information. This is someone we wanted to believe in and bring forth on the channel. You guys ought to know that he is not talking about anything speculative. So knowing that, I saw a comment. Let's see here. I saw a comment. How much is your device? And did you get it patented, or is this something that's open source?
No, it's not open source yet. We are thinking about that also, but we need to have some income also. So there is not really a price set at the moment. We are working on that because it depends on the partnerships we have. We are now talking with them. How can we?
So your device is literally secretive, really. So
no, the device is it's secretly it's just a device that's running software that checks.
It's just a device that we are not allowed to know until the partnerships allow first. I'm more than willing to understand that the partnerships are more important than what I need to know what it is. You don't have to explain it.
Yeah, but I need to explain something also, why this project is important for myself also, because I love it. I use it to test it, of course. And honestly, I'm really excited because now I mine for free, for free. And it's not about the big money there. It's about, and that's, how do you call it? It's actually a side thing that is even more interesting than getting money. That's if we convince people, a lot of people with children, a lot of dads with children have a game PC. So and those PCs can be used for mining, of course. It's a little as much. It doesn't matter how, if it's one core, one GPU core, or two, or whatever. It doesn't matter. It will mine something. And what happens when millions of thousands of users are mining this way? You get decentralized mining. That's what we want. Not in one big farm, not one big company who is mining, and that's not good.
Well, they charge for it, don't they?
Yeah.
Because they have to spend energy, coal, to replenish their funds.
Yeah. And with this simple ID, we are all mining with solar energy. So it can be better. It can be better. We are all mining with solar energy. So
So that government grant in the United States, I'll have to tell you, in the United States, there's government grants, according to Obama, where you can get solar energy if there's no trees above your house, and they will install free, solar panels, state-of-the-art solar panels. And if you become a miner out here in the United States and use what AntumID is offering, that's free energy recycling itself to free energy, and you don't have to pay a dime. Could you imagine the partnerships that are going to come out of this? And could you imagine the use case for those miners? Now, granted, a lot of people in the United States have a bunch of trees because, let's face it, trees are important to the environment.
Of course.
But if there's that one tree blocking the roof, cut it down. We'll plant 3 more trees in the backyard. It's going to be okay, guys. Listen, it's all about using the same energy that you take in without spending energy that you have to pay for coal that damages our atmosphere.
It only uses the solar energy. That's the main point, the main focus of this thing. So we have also a partnership with a company that is installing the solar panels. So we start in Belgium, of course.
So there's hold on. You said you had a partnership with okay.
Yeah, we will start with a partnership with solar panel.
With the
people who
solar
are
panel.
not with not with the manufacturer of the solar panels itself, but the installers, the people who are installing the solar panels to your house.
So that's okay. So there's two partnerships you're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah, but the one is local and the one is
broad, worldwide.
Yeah,
this is amazing. Now listen,
I can tell you about the partnership without telling the name, but they really like the idea for mining on solar energy, and that's what they want to promote also.
Well, yeah.
So yeah.
They, you know what? Would you allow?
It's actually a stupid idea, and of course, a patent is difficult to do in software, but we registered this ID. The ID itself is registered in how do you call it in English? It's an organization in Europe that you can deposit your ID and you can prove that you were the first who thought about this. That's
so that would be that. I mean, I would, if I was generally talking about that, you'd be first.
Yeah, the first. Maybe there are a lot of people who are thinking about it, but never did something.
Never really put first. Now, the way America really puts first is the patents. So
yeah, but yeah, the patent that costs a lot of money.
Someone can really steal the patent, but that's why you have to keep it under wraps.
Yeah.
It's very important that you do, and I'm not asking you who the partnerships are. Obviously, two partnerships are involved, and I do know that this is literally, if people really start waking up to this is going to change mining, proof of work mining.
Because that's also what I'm trying to say, that proof of work is not that really. It's if you use solar energy, what's the problem?
Because it doesn't even matter anymore. If you're proof of work guys, even if you're Bitcoin, it doesn't matter what Elon tweeted. If you're Bitcoin miner or a mining farm for Bitcoin, and you use Solar Bridge in the now, right? Or how soon is this product going to come out? If you're using it, Elon Musk's tweet is literally invalid. It's like he doesn't need to solve the problem when it's already solved. It doesn't matter if you're proof of stake or proof of work. It doesn't matter. Proof of stake, people think it's 100% environmental friendly. No, it uses still the CPU on your computer.
But that's what we are now thinking about, also adding some staking to this little device, so that it can also stake, that it not starts and stop mining, but also staking. But
what are you mean, like staking in other coins, or staking with
staking other? No. Staking with other coins, for instance, could be Redcoin, for instance, that you create, that this device also have a Redcoin wallet, and that will stake Redcoins for you. You have to deposit the Redcoins, of course.
So you're saying the staking coins, even like Algo, whatever you want to stake, you can go through the device and use only solar power, where it really compensates for the CPU power?
Yeah, you could, but it's not a lot of money you will have. But why not? If it's running and this device doesn't use a lot of power, so it's nothing actually. It doesn't.
So it just makes proof of stake even more efficient.
So actually, you can proof of stake, and you can start or stop your proof of work minings. So it does it all for you.
So you're saying it doesn't even really matter if you're proof of stake or proof of work. The thing.
Yeah, but the proof of stake doesn't use a lot of energy, so it's not a problem. But it's a proof of work that most of the coins are proof of work.
Most of
So,
the real stuff is proof of work.
yeah. And it's not. I saw some articles, but I'm not a mining guru. I'm certainly not. But somebody said that staking is not 100% safe like mining. So I don't know what exactly what this means, but we get into this. So yeah, we will see.
Well, did you want to get into that a little bit or no?
No, it's too much.
Well, it's not 100% because of the governance. I mean, there's back doors, but very rarely do they leak out and prove itself to be a problem. Early on, proof of stake was a problem. I think Algo has literally solved that problem, and I don't think anybody really knows that. But the main point is SolarBridge really makes the proof of work system, whether Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, DigiByte, Decred, whatever proof of work coin out there, really makes it run on free energy. So really, what is everybody worried about? Just get some solar panels that can generate enough energy to make sure your miners are mining. And it doesn't even it generates enough power where your miners are mining the exact amount of power. You don't have to draw from the electricity that you pay your bills from the coal machines that are pumping fumes in our air. You know what I mean? So it just stays within your home through solar, very limited power, very docile, as level base that continue your miners. Now, I do run some script miners. Some of them aren't even validated with my nodes. They can't even read my local IP address, but they do mine. My thing is I called, I'm in the US. I called, the free solar panels. They had disputes about my neighbor's trees. And I was like, look, I can't do nothing about my neighbor's trees. But if you have no trees in the US, and you will be fronted by the government to have, because of Obama's bill, you have free mining solar power. And if you are a DigiByte advocate or a proof of work advocate or a Bitcoin advocate of mining POW, proof of work miners, doesn't matter if it's GPU, CPU, ASIC, it doesn't matter. If you can mine proof of work, I think SolarBridge would be the mediator to renewable energy that will never, this is my vision when you mentioned it, never rely on coal resource. Just the buzz of electricity to keep the solar panel on would be enough. And that's what, I don't even know what the calculations are for the watts or amps, just to keep it's just like battery. You're just having a battery plugged in to stay on to keep your solar panel working.
Yeah, we are now testing with batteries also. So we did installations for testing without batteries and then with batteries. So
without batteries.
We do it. You can use it without batteries, and I'm just trying at my home office also. And the funny thing is that I think I might have $2 a day to do nothing, and sometimes and you hear it. So when the sun goes up and the mining gets, you hear it. And then when some clouds come and it's raining, then it's automatically. It's really funny. You hear when there is solar power energy. It's really
so it's efficient. It balances itself out.
Yeah. It's so and actually when you have multiple GPU cards in one rig, it will automatically start one GPU, two GPU, three GPUs. It will depends on how many solar energy there is available, and it gives all priority to all other devices in your house. That means if the wife is cooking your dinner, it stops mining automatically because that's also a priority, of course. So it's always it doesn't. It will never stop your daily lives, let us say. So you can do whatever you want in your house, and it will automatically stop when you need some other things that are priority. So for cooking or whatever. So that's a good thing also.
Someone asked me to put live caption on, and I don't. I'm looking through settings. I'm not seeing live caption. I'm sorry, Hans.
I think it's after it's been released on YouTube that you can.
Oh yeah, I can change the settings once the
awesome.
video is over.
Yeah.
Hans Meyer, I will fix that. I have I guess I have. Are you willing to answer some questions?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I have Gonzo boards here, and we're going to have to scroll back, but I have Gonzo boards. Can you see that?
Yeah, the solar bridge will get so many more interests in PoE. Yeah, of course. That's what I am telling you. That proof of work is not that this way. So there is no problem when you're mining with solar energy. Yeah, that's as simple as that.
So, okay, here, this might be a question. Let me look at it. Sony says about to bag on product MGA. I think that is managers. Whoa! I don't even know what this is.
I think it's not English for me.
I can't read that.
What is an MGA big on product? What's
bag on products? DigiByte blockchain. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, Sony. Can you please explain that a little better?
Yeah.
Let's go back a little bit for some questions. If you guys have any questions for, you know what, please put some questions out. We can't reveal the partnerships or soon to be partnerships.
Yeah, but the what we are trying to do is that people who are actually we bring new people to the community this way. That means the companies who is installing the solar panels, they what do you say, Hans? Can I use DigiID with Microsoft SAM?
I don't know what Microsoft SAM is.
I think SAM is. I think it's. I will see what it is. I think it's Microsoft SAM.
I don't know. Maybe, okay, let's see here.
I see something about Microsoft SAM, but I don't know if that's Microsoft SAM because it's a translation program. Yeah, doesn't matter.
So it's database for power usage. Yes. It's literally specifically SolarBridge is literally significantly for mining cryptocurrency, proof of work or proof of stake.
Just found out you can
through SolarBridge using only solar panels. Now this is good for all the solar panel geeks out there and environmental safety people that want to improve our planet. A lot of greeners out there.
And more decentralized this way.
And more decentralized. Now, using SolarBridge, where does this bring us to? Does it also bring us to AntumID in an aspect where we can use SolarBridge and secure our miners or secure our online activity?
What we do is just this is actually nothing to do with authentication. Of course, this is purely for starting or stopping the mining services you use. But the platform, we are now working on the latest things on the platform. The platform will be protected with DigiID, of course. So it will be the same like my DigiPass. When you want to sign in into the platform, you need to sign in. So you can use your DigiByte wallet in this case, or your AntumID wallet to log into the platform, and then you set your API keys for the mining service.
So people that want to actually save the planet with their miners, proof of work or proof of stake, have to use DigiID /AntumID to really log in securely. That's a good idea. I mean, if you really want to save the planet, guys, start securing your identity.
Yeah. But we want to go a step further, but I think it's not for this moment. But what we were trying to do is this little thing could also be a decentralized authentication box, so that when it's installed in every home that wants to mine, this can also be a decentralized authentication server that we can. So that's very nice if we can do that. But that's future music, of course. That's for the future. But that's something that's in the roadmap that we can also add to this little box.
So decentralized server music, you mean like
it's going decentralized authentication server. So now we have the Open AntumID, like you know, and it's using an Open AntumID server to authenticate. But actually we can decentralize this so that every home is actually authentication server also. So there is not one authentication server, but many authentication servers. So
I have another question from Hans Meyer.
Yeah.
Does this device automatically update the price from the provider when you want to input power to the grid? So that's basically saying, now coming from America, that's basically saying, is it going to equal out or provide more power to the solar and basically be able to pay my portion for the grid?
Yeah, I know what you mean. At the moment, yeah, it's locally, so we know that the price is 0.04 in Europe that you have for each kilowatt you provide to the grid. Yeah, but it's a parameter, so it will automatically, it can be automatically filled into your dashboard, of course. Yeah, we will add this function, of course. Yeah,
I'm going to swear with my camera now.
It's good. I can see you. But like I said, it's when you have a battery, it's very, you can mine, I think, if the battery is big enough, you can mine 24 hours a day. It could be. Without solar panels, I think it's 8 or 6 hours a day that it's mining 100%. So if it's good weather, of course. If it's bad weather, it will be less, of course. But
so of course, like through bad weather, you'd have to eventually lean onto the coal and power usage just for backup.
Yeah.
On those days.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's normal, and that's not abnormal to the normal, tree hugger. Okay, you're gonna have to at least rely on human resources.
Yeah.
But I mean, just think about how many sunny days we have more than cloudy days. We definitely have more sunny days and happy days more than cloudy days and sad days.
No, but actually, it's there will be months that it will probably not mine as much as you might think, of course, but that's normal. That's when you have solar energy, of course. That's not 100% every day, of course, but it's all free, and all those people that already have a gaming PC, actually, they can have their money back from their game PC. So somebody likes playing games, just when you're not at home, the game PC will be mining for you, and at the end of the year you will have a certain amount, and you can maybe you can think about within 3 years or so for a new game PC. So you get a new PC each.
So yeah, I mean, you save from power paying your energy company while you mine freely, according to the sun power. So it really equals out from good sunlight to poor sunlight. Nevertheless, the solar panel is going to absorb light. It doesn't matter if it's a good day or a cloudy day.
Yeah.
Miners are going to run efficiently according to the power, and then the coal would pick up the loose ends. And reasonable. I mean, when you fuel up your car, do you think battery power or do you think gas? I think the majority of the world thinks gas, only because it's the old way. And of course, according to Tesla, Elon Musk, using Tesla's name for their glory and not giving any credit to Tesla.
No, that's one of my tweets also, that you don't use names to make profit out of it. And
we give glory to the original creator, Tesla.
Mr. Tesla, if you know the real story about Mr. Tesla, actually, the man did really, he created so many good things, and a lot of people don't know that, and all the credits go to him. Because, and that's this person always, he ended up with feeding the pigeons. Really, he had nothing. He was staying in an hotel in New York, and that's it. The man had nothing at the end, but he was a genius, and a lot of people don't know that. And the credits to him. And don't use his name for really.
I think people used him back then, and I think people are using his name now. And you really struck a chord. I mean, people that literally investigated on Mr. Tesla, Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla is one of the biggest names in freeing the world of energy usage.
Yeah.
I mean, energy usage. You're talking about freeing people from waste management. People that are wasting are not concerned with management. The reason why management is in the picture is because people are wasting.
Yeah.
And Mr. Tesla had solved all that in radio waves and electric and alternate current. Technology that we use today is dumbed down to lowest form of the individual to use as much power as it can pay for. Basically, if I had $100 and I was giving the person that was providing the energy $50, I would do it because I'm a wasteful energy consumer. But if I had $100 to invest in one man's vision, I would do that over and over and over again, even if it cost me something to be broke over and over again, just to get the message across.
Yeah, and actually it doesn't stop there with Nikola Tesla, because a lot of people don't know that, but there is a solution for free energy also, without solar panels even, but there is a company who's trying to do that. I think it's in Korea. And actually, it's 0 point energy. It's actually it's an electro motor, but it's when it's running, it will keep running. It's magnetically that it will keep itself running without stopping. And this is free energy, and it doesn't stop.
And that's what I think about alternate current. When Nikola Tesla created the energy, the motor that creates alternate current, it's alternative to the original power, which means it's literally free.
Yeah.
And people want to dumb that down to, no, it's free unless you pay. Pay for it, it's free. You know, you can use as much as you want for it or of it, unless you pay much for it.
Yeah. So actually, solar panel is good, of course, but there might be some new things coming ahead. But I think they are suppressed by some governmental. I don't know, but it's really nobody is talking about. But there are So what is this yet? So it can also turn on my gaming PC if the sun is shining.
Well, that's true because
actually it could be.
If you're gaming on solar panels,
but it's not handy. It's not handy when when you're playing games and it's cloudy, and then
you might lose. You might be like, you know.
You have to turn on automatic saving for your gaming.
Yeah, in fact, your computer goes back to automatic saving.
Idle stands because it takes time to boot, of course, but
it's lower energy at its most use case, at its highest. You're drawing as much energy that the sun allows. So again, on the DigiByte Comm Talk, I'm your host, Script Skynet. Is there anything else you want to tell us about SolarBridge without mentioning damaging partnerships ahead of time? I mean, it could be bad. I mean, all this could be bad if we mention partnerships ahead of time. I just want the community to know that we at the DigiByte awareness team are always thinking and working.
Yeah, day and night. Yeah, of course. About the partnership, we will talk with other partnerships also with other companies, but this
so
one.
So you're saying it's not exclusive to the partnerships?
At this moment, it will be one partner, of course, but
okay.
We will talk with other. We will talk with others also.
Okay.
It's but actually maybe some good things to know that it can start and stop your miners, and it's using API of that partner, the API, and that's keys. You need to create keys, API keys. It's just like Humble did with
Bittrex. And
actually it's also using API keys to do the job.
With the platform.
Yeah, it uses an external platform that you can choose from, that we support, of course, because at the moment it will be one, but we open this. It's not that we will hook on one and that's it. No, you will be able to choose whatever you want, with which partner you want to mine with. To which pool you want.
It's basically free will of access.
And Hans Meyer, does this solar panel also work in Germany? He's kidding. No, it's not from Germany, but
he's asking, does it work also?
Does its solar partner also work in Germany? The solar partner, Hans, do you mean the solar partner, the partner who is installing the solar panels, or do you mean the
probably your second partner?
The second partner, the mining partner. No, it's really it can be used everywhere. So it's European based. It's one of the biggest.
So Germany would be number one.
It's not far from. It's in Europe. I don't. I think Hans is
Germany,
trying to figure
France,
out which.
Dutch, England.
Yeah,
I
Europe
always
isn't.
Spain, Europe. Oh, yeah. Installing. See, yeah, we hit on the nail of the head. Yes, installing.
Installing. No, the install. Yeah, but it will be. You will be able to. How do you call it?
We're dealing with the solar panels only.
You can buy it, of course, directly from our website. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's saying he wants all-in-one product.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Did you hear that, Hans? No more questions.
You will get it. You can buy it. Of course. It. Yeah.
We all understand. So, listen, I'm glad you were on the DigiByte Comm Talk. In fact, I wanted you on the DigiByte Comm Talk.
Yeah.
And
I can talk a lot about everything you want.
There
are so many topics. I still have 10 minutes, so it's not a problem. You can talk.
You still have 10 minutes. Listen, it's 1:02 in the morning for me. I literally have to go. But look, I just want you to give your, closing statement. What's your initiative here? What's the prosperity level? And what are people not getting from this compared to mass hysteria?
Yeah. It's just, you need to know that decentralization is very important. And this is also a key for decentralized mining. It's not in one place. It has to be brought around the world. This is a great idea for it. You get some money out of it, and you're using solar energy. And that's the thing. It's not that we can get rich out of it, but you will help the planet. You will help yourself. You will get a little bit amount of money, depending on your mining rigs or whatever.
But saving energy is making money and helpful to the planet.
So and you help yourself financially. So
you're absolutely one of the.
And you can play games. You can buy a game PC, and it will give you money in as a reward, actually. So
I'm sure you will be on many other DigiByte community outreaches on YouTube and interviews. I'm just so glad that you are my friend and that
pleasure.
We can communicate
with pleasure.
Halfway across the world, literally across the world, 70 years apart. You are the man and the legend. Just like I equate you to Jared Tate. I equate you to Brian Foote. You are the original OG DigiByte Vision. And with that, I will end it with this outro. Say goodbye.
Goodbye, friends.